It said Will Smith appear more Ghana has say Ghana Will Smith. I hear na yan share say na yan patch or ama manfo na yan so adu ya no a ebenya Grammys ewo Kroma Semedia Zionfelix. Welcome to Zionfelix studio. In some my course wo Kroma and I might imagine say as of now I'll give it to you for you to get updated. On YouTube it is Zionfelix studio. Subscribe. We have a lot more to give you, a lot of content to give you on here. If you go on Instagram, Zionfelix.com, on Twitter, _Zionfelix, Facebook, Zionfelix Entertainment News. I'm 10 years in media this year, April 18, 2022. We are exactly 10 years. I share Jumayase. You don't know, you have no idea. Will Smith, I'm sure since say at the private jet in Air Bagana, I'm just praying that they say minim the good private jet say petrol and say diesel and I say any four be the gumbia no bomb say ebesa and so be obehu notification say e sanu return to America. Yes adia Will Smith Bakroma say obeka ye nche na Oscars Will Smith etim ko boy Chris Rock assume for joking or making mockery or making comedy about the wife. Now O.B Amponsah last year a comedy show in fact man for Bonabaso pa popular but broke man for say the whole year and the most talked about comedy show in the year 2021. Now comedy show I came crowd last year. Now some few days ago when I Obi say obasa man say na comedy show no because I did 3-4 months so only to YouTube no be one thing am bia e oh am for repair a chain. I think also Obi uploading first April. I thought quite say April Fool, but then April Fool about 12 now on year. Me I dey chin no na me show me TV na me to YouTube. Na me share O.B Amponsah 55 minutes stage evening now. In fact, the guy did well. O.B Amponsah is one of the best in the country at the moment when it comes to comedy. In fact, I really enjoyed myself throughout the 55 minutes video na me here on YouTube. No, I enjoyed almost every minute. I didn't waste my time. I didn't waste my data. I didn't waste anything. In fact, I really enjoyed it. So you can also go on YouTube and type popular but broke O.B Amponsah. And that's O.B Amponsah. It will come, then you watch. Very nice comedy show. Now, media me ko hese mesere. By the and some more kind of for. At a point, I thought some of the jokes now kind of were too expensive, especially once about the president and I'm a Brunese and some no the president sending and I'm Bema, we are Ghana Bema. I mean, those days I thought that it was an expensive joke, but I mean, who is to judge what an expensive joke is? And I said, what a comedian can joke about or what a comedian cannot joke about. There's one comedy that I heard that I thought it was a passing thing. I didn't see any big deal with it. But of course I know now, me who big deal with it. And I did was Smith Ebagana no. What do you mean Israel Laryea? Israel Laryea happens to be with a multimedia group. As of now, yeah, I think it's with Joy News. Israel has been in the media for a very long time. He was with TV3. He moved, and then they say as of now he is with Joy News on multimedia. Now. During the comedy show, no, as during the comedy special, O.B Amponsah, the comedy special, popular but broken. No, can be about Israel Laryea. Now Israel Laryea, things are fina about YouTube. No, maybe one show ni be, and so be an cancer. No, a fina what? No, and yeah, the Will Smith of Ghana. I'll be back. Share video. No, O.B Amponsah saying something about Israel Laryea, his COVID, or be my account or social media. Be back. The other better was media Zionfelix.
We have never paid so much attention to people's recovery, right? People recover and they tell us their stories. We read every detail because we wanted to be sure whether we had COVID or not. I remember Israel Laryea, I think he recovered and he posted before the COVID season, before he had it, he was going to work alone. Nobody was sitting in his car. Nobody was eating with him. Israel only be any data. And then he continued, and then when he finally had it, you know, he couldn't stay with the family, he had to stay in the boys' quarters. I said, Israel, you have boys' quarters. Multimedia is paying well, huh? Because I know another line of Plaza FM. He ain't shit. And we all listening. And so finally we realized that the main, symptom of COVID was a dry cough. You couldn't smell. and he couldn't taste. I said,
So that was O.B Amponsah talking about COVID and Israel Laryea positive. Anyhow, he thinks that, I mean, Odidiago answer or your comedy about it. Do you see anything wrong with the comedy? With what he said about Israel Laryea? Is anything wrong? Or, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. What do you think about what O.B Amponsah said? Odidiago, not say Feniagro. Yari Odidiago and say Feniagro. Senior was Smith saying Yari now Obi this na Ediaso mobile and Osha Obi, was he right or wrong? As you are writing, this is the update. Israel Laryea wife, Louisa Laryea, on Facebook has expressed her displeasure about what O.B Amponsah said about the husband at the show. 3 months or 4 months on, the wife has come out to express her displeasure on what O.B Amponsah said about her husband. On Facebook, Mrs. Louisa Laryea wrote, there's a very I'm reading verbatim everything that she wrote. I won't edit it. Maybe later me edit it. There's a very stupid, miserable local comedian so-called by name O.B Amponsah. Obviously another badly brought up child, misbehaving all over the place in the name of comedy. His Will Smith movement beckons if he stays his nonsensical course. If he stays his nonsensical course, #foolish boy. That is what Louisa Laryea Troy on Facebook. As at the time I screenshotted it, and as I screenshot, it was 40 minutes after she posted it. I don't know if she would delete it or not. As at the time I was screenshotting, now I have 10 reactions and 22 comments. Louisa Laryea, 40 minutes after the time I'm not screenshotting, wrote, and I quote, there's a very stupid, miserable local comedian so-called by name O.B Amponsah. Obviously another badly brought up child, misbehaving all over the place in the name of comedy. His Will Smith movement beckons if he stays his nonsensical course. #foolish boy. Now, as of now I'm talking, Israel Laryea hasn't said anything about it. Israel Laryea hasn't said anything about it. Nah. O.B Amponsah, and so actually be about what the woman said. Louisa Laryea called me on phone to berate me for making this observation about her husband, Israel Laryea, during my popular but broke set. She's also taken to a Facebook wall to call me names and claims she will go with Smith or me next time she sees me. I'm still befuddled. O.B Amponsah. And then call doctor school no. I'm still okay. So at how she understood this simple observation. Have you spoken to your husband about this pointless course you are on, Louisa? Anyway, link to popular but broke is here, not the advert. And then again, O.B came back to also write something about publish Adibia Louisa a post here on 6 February. Now Louisa Cho said, I hope that people would come to appreciate humor and not take things too personal. Humor makes us relax, laugh, let our head down, and more importantly, adds to our well-being. If you cannot notice and appreciate humor, sarcasm, and satire, especially when a writer writes in English, and you cannot also keep quiet, you make a laughable embarrassment of yourself. Somebody writes a comment in jest about another's vehicle, just ha and move on, or ignore. Rather, you start to insult him because you cannot even decipher that the writer is using a figure of speech. Wow, I don't like Lewili at all. It causes jaundice. I will never travel abroad because it is vain. People of Umofia, picture not mine. So, as O.B Amponsah de Mamina Kasa West, or using Mamina Kasa Adibi or Troy against her, say a man phones me and fat jokes. Mamine in February wrote that as in Louisa. In February wrote this thing. As a person, just a man phones in fat jokes. But Obi about on Nebu of food. That is what O.B Amponsah is trying to say. So let's see who is right, who is wrong here. Is O.B Amponsah right to have joked with O.B Laryea as a COVID? And I said he is wrong. And Mrs. Louisa Laryea right. Say Nico said didn't kunu Laryea Ediagro. But hey, what's been Bermudia? Media Zionfelix, subscribe to Zionfelix Studio. Bye bye.